Hey guys, today we are taking a trip out to Lake Burley Griffin to do some redfin BFS fishing. I'm currently just walking up along here, trolling the Lake Burley Griffin wall at the moment. It is it's a nice warm autumn day. Sun's out. I figured I'd troll a small little crankbait just to start off with, and then as I move up to the wall I would switch up to sort of a plastic. And I also have a new BFS reel coming in soon, so I can't wait for that. But it's really windy over here, so I'm going to try and speak up over the wind. But yeah, I reckon I'll change tactics into a soft plastic lure as I get to the wall. But I don't have any bigger bib divers, so that's going to be a bit sad. But I reckon I might troll a bit of a bigger jerkbait / crankbait sort of thing down halfway through the wall, and then I reckon I'll hop a plastic when I get to one section of the wall. But yeah, I appreciate the support, guys, and let's dive straight into it in hopes of getting a redfin today. Maybe something else, but redfin is a goal. But we'll see. I would not mind a cod. Cod would be lovely, or even a yellow belly. BFS gear, I've only caught redfin on it, so it would be nice to get something a bit bigger. Alright, let's go. Let's do this, come on. And I'll catch you, chuck you guys on pre-record now. And if I do actually end up hooking the fish, I'll chuck you guys on record. But for the moment, I'm going to put you guys on pre-record. And eventually one day we'll do a video that isn't like cut up into certain sections for future. And then eventually soon one day, I reckon I'll come out to the wall here and deadbait some redfin further up into winter, which I reckon I might do soon with a little bit of cut bait redfin, not the whole redfin. I reckon I'll save some whole redfin for later on in the year. I reckon for now, focus on actually just catching some redfin just for the fun of it on the BFS gear. If I can get lucky, go out for a winter redfin session. It's going to be really quiet in winter, so in winter we're going to have to work the lures a little slower. Alright, let's go. Let's dive straight into it. I've just started to troll my first lure of choice, which is, just to give a heads up to everyone, it is a jerkbait. I am trolling like a jerkbait, sort of like crankbait sort of thing for redfin. Starting off on my first little spot. I'm gonna keep on trolling the wall in search of just a fish, really. Oh, is that a tap? Nah, it's a snag. But yeah, it is going to be a quite interesting session. I reckon there's a chance we can get anything. Trolling's quite shallow, if I'm being honest. So I reckon that probably was a tap. Hoping that we can cast a bite from a redfin. I'm gonna need a bigger diver for this setup, so I can troll deeper. Just coming into winter. But yeah, it doesn't die. It dives around dives around pretty shallow. So it's gonna be a bit crap for this wall, but I reckon that the next bait we're going to is plastics anyway. So it's not like this shallow diving. This diver won't be too much of a bothering to us, because when we get down to just to the end of the wall, this big ass wall that we're going to walk down, we're going to switch up to a plastic, hopefully to try and get a redfin to just come up and bite. But we're fishing on BFS gear once again, so having any fish on this combo would just be fun, because in general the two fish I've hooked in this combo and caught, which were in some of my recent videos, if you check that, there is a video I have posted called only in the first 3 days. It's a short little clip of just what happened in the first 3 days of me BFS fishing. I caught a nice one off my kayak, but other than that I haven't really caught any other good redfin. That was a good fight and all, but I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting a bite, as I just cast it back into the corner and it hit it straight away. I want to kind of be reeling in a bait and just feel something like a big thud, or tap 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 tap, like a redfin sort of thing, if that makes sense. Kind of like in one of my other videos on TikTok. If you check out my TikTok page, I actually hooked a mini redfin off my kayak, but it was so tiny that the hook set, it just launched right out the water, and it was so close to me that it didn't really feel like much, or if anything really at all. So it was just useless. Yeah, but I just want to hook a good fish on the combo. So today we're in hopes of targeting redfin, Murray cod, and yellow belly, but I doubt I'm going to get a yellow today. So I think the target species is more redfin, and cod, because those are two easy. Those are two easiest bites around this time of year, from my experience. Other anglers' experience, it might be a bit different based on how they fish their lures or what lures they fish. But from my experience in general, I've just found that using like certain lures in autumn, late spring, it just works like a dime. So, but I've never fished bait, so we'll see how that goes. All right, there might be fish around here because the fish-eating bird thing just came around here, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll see if I get a fish. I'm gonna chuck you guys back on pre-record, so like keep on holding up your time. Can actually get to the bits where I catch a fish, not where I'm just talking. All right, let's go. Carp have been really active. Oh my god, you look at that, they're right there. Just as I was saying, the carp have been really active for some weird reason. There's just a bunch schooling right there. Wow. What is the timing? What is the timing on that? Just, they're big. They look pretty big. Just as I was saying that, the carp have been really active lately at Burleigh, and they've all been coming up to the bank and surface, and it's really weird. And I don't understand why, but that's good for me because I am going for a pack baiting session hopefully soon. So it's kind of a good feeling to know that they're active. I reckon this Saturday might be the day I go for a pack baiting session, honestly. Just in hopes of a carp at Burleigh, which I reckon I will get. I'm going to bring my swim baiting gear. So I reckon what the plan will look like is just like carp and redfin. No, sorry, just predominantly we'll start off with carp and pack bait. Then as the afternoon eases into like kind of these temperatures, these conditions, we'll move into swim baiting for properly swim baiting actual fish, and not just using the swim bait combo for some carp. Although catching a couple carp would be really nice. But yeah, I'm gonna put you guys back on pre-record, and hopefully we can get some nice ready up here, because this is a good redfin spot. I'm not gonna fish my main redfin spot first. I'm gonna fish a little section over here where the tree is. That usually gets me on my redfin. Alright, let's go. Okay, so we have changed tactics to a pink soft plastic. Like it's a T-tail. So basically just a paddle tail. In other words, it's a paddle tail, so a pink paddle tail. I am currently trolling. I'm going to currently jig that and troll that up along the wall to a certain point, and then once I get to just around near in the end, I'm going to start to just slowly just jig it along the bottom, in hopes of enticing a cod to eat, or even a redfin that's just interested, because it's, as you can feel, like the breeze is a bit cold, it's pushing sunset. As that sun goes down over the hill, it's going to become really inactive. So I guess using that like just a hop method, like just hopping it along the bottom, the paddle tail, puts it right in front of a cod's face or near a cod's face, they won't resist. It's a tiny meal that they can just eat and devour within seconds, right? That will keep them going for the day. Whereas something like a redfin, I'll hop along the bottom, they'll hear it, or they'll see it from miles away, from meters away probably, just realistically, centimeters away, and they'll come up and they'll eat it. You don't have to put it right in front of their face for them to have a look at it and have a go at it. Although it could be different, like those redfin could be really active and they could be smashing it from like they could come up, they could see it, they could eat it straight away. They couldn't have to wait for it, judge it. And those cod could also be really active. Like they could just look at it from like meters away and they go, okay, that's free food, and they'll go up and they'll eat it. It just depends how they're feeding this afternoon, and I haven't figured that out. I've tried different types of lures, like soft plastics and all that, but at the moment, what seems to be best working is just bait at this time of year. I don't know if I come here next time with a bit of worms, chuck out some worms in the BFS setup, kind of around this area. It's getting nice. It's getting a bit cooler, but as you can tell, the cod and the redfin aren't going to be as active anymore as weather starts to cool down, and I've reached the bottom of my spool, so there's not much I can do left to just rather fish here. Drowning some worms would be a good idea, but on the odd occasion I might hook a carp. Wouldn't go the best, but you know, life happens, and sometimes you're going to hook that big fish, which I would not mind personally. Like I wouldn't mind hooking a good carp, but I don't think I can handle it on this combo. Like, it's gonna be a fun fight, but I reckon I get spooled. I'm on BFS gear. Look how much line I have left. I mean, in all regards, BFS fishing is a ton of fun, and I would highly recommend it to anyone who wants to get into fishing, or anyone that just wants to get into ultralight BFS gear fishing. It is for more experienced users. I didn't mean to say get into fishing, but I would say for those who are looking for a new combo or just something fun in general, I would say get a BFS combo. Just overall opinion, get a BFS combo. They're fun, but don't get one around this time of the year like I did. It's cooler, so it's gonna be a lot harder to get those redfin on the bite. But when you do get that bite on BFS, it is fun and it is thrilling. I will tell you that. So yeah, it is worth it when you get that bite. But I haven't gotten that good fish yet. I have my line. All my line just came out. All my days. Oh, no way. Hey. What the all my line just came out. So I must have forgotten to do a spool knot. That is the worst timing I've ever been in. I am really sorry about that, guys. I cannot believe that just happened. I'm so happy I got that on video though. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it through the rod guides again. It's getting quieter and dark. I'm gonna have to literally re-spool up my reel. This is crazy to just happen around about this time of the video. It's almost the end of the video. I don't think I'm gonna get anything, so I think this will be the end of the video. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it back through all the rod guides. I don't want you guys to sit here and watch that, but what the hell just happened? This is possibly like the worst thing that happens to me on a BFS trip. It's crazy. Alright, well at least there's no rod snaps, but that is crazy. What the hell? Leading up into that moment? That is insane. Alright, well I have to go guys, I have to go chuck this through all my eyelets and re-spool up my reel, so I'm gonna put you guys back on pre-record, but that is insane that just happened. Okay. Alright, see you guys. I'll be back soon. Yep, yeah. No!